Hey, my name is Oscar. I am a landlord and a property manager here in Colorado. I want to show you guys is how to use a caulking gun, the do's and don'ts of operating a caulking gun. This is a reaction video, okay? Enjoy. Okay, so we have here the video of a man looking at the caulking gun and showing you how to actually set it up.
It's an inexpensive ratchet style. It has little teeth on the rod that you have to spin
Yep.
over and you have to depress. And it has to engage the teeth. When you're finished caulking, you have to turn the rod around and release the pressure, otherwise it's going to keep dispensing.
The one he has right now has been they've been around for a long time. I like them. They really don't break. You can probably buy some almost anywhere, inexpensive and whatnot. I personally don't like the plastic ones. I like the metal ones. Metal ones are good. I like the metal ones because they're really durable, easy to clean. If you drop it, they're not going to shatter. So that's another reason I like them.
This is a piston style. There's no teeth on the rod, and you can control the amount of pressure.
Sorry guys, I had to move the mouse up here.
And the speed. It's spring loaded. And what's nice is once you're finished caulking, you can push the thumb release and that'll release any pressure so that you're not spilling caulk out the end of the tube. What's great about a better quality caulk gun is it gives you a cutter right in the caulk gun, so we
Little
can
hole
put
in
in
between
the caulk at a 45-degree angle, and just by depressing the handle, it's going to clip off the end of the tube. And also, what's great about this is it has a tool to pierce the foil seal inside the caulk gun. So we're just going to depress this a couple times like this. We'll wipe it off with a paper towel, and you've got everything you need in one convenient tool, and it's much more versatile than something that's cheaper. The feature I like about a better quality caulk gun is just the hook on the end of the rod. And if you're climbing a ladder, you can put it on the ladder. If you need to hang it on your pants.
Okay, quick note right quick, guys. You can put these kind of stuff on a ladder or like next to a table or whatnot, but I would recommend it because like kind of drips all the time. Maybe upside down, a towel on top of the tip itself, but be careful though. So once it falls and it breaks, you're gonna have to buy another one. If it's the actual tube could break.
Most of these guns will have, actually this is a good one because you can kind of see it. See inside of here, when I squeeze the handle, see that silver piece, that guillotine moving back and forth there? There's also a corresponding hole here on the side. So if you want to open this tube and you just need to get it open, you can put the point of the caulking tube in there for as far as you want it. The further you go in, the bigger hole you get. But stick that in, squeeze the handle, and it actually trims the end off and opens the tube up. Okay, so a lot of the guns will have that. I think, well, a lot of them will. It's basically a spout cutter. So these two do. Yeah, this one does. It's just in a little different spot. It's down here on the little further on the handle. This one here doesn't have that. Okay, but a lot of them will. Honestly, it's not a big deal. I seldom ever use that, honestly, because I usually just use my Olfa knife. I'll simply use an Olfa knife and go to a piece of wood, and I like to cut about a 25 to 45 degree angle on my tubes, on my spouts, and then whatever size I want.
Guys, if you like what you've seen so far, please subscribe to this channel, like, comment, see what you think. Maybe there's another technique out there. Maybe I'm saying things wrong. Maybe I'm showing things wrong. But I want your input though, and please subscribe. Okay, let's continue on to the video.
Is, like I said before, this hole in the tube gets bigger and bigger the further you cut back here. So I would always start smaller. I can insert it in the gun. Now I'm basically ready to go. Now I've got a little example here of just putting some caulking in. Now when you have a new tube and you've just opened it, the tube out here the spout isn't full of caulking or silicone yet. So it's going to take a few,
pumps.
Couple, 3 pumps or whatever to get it to start coming out. You can see it now there. Okay, so it's not going to come out immediately until you get it primed up there and ready to go. Start in your corner wherever you want to do it, And you're going to regulate the flow of material by how often, how hard you squeeze the handle.
Smooth.
Okay,
Smooth.
so the combination of that and how quickly you're moving along the work determines kind of what your bead's going to look like. Okay, so you got to kind of figure that out for the material you're using. Maybe you want to get a little extra here. You can change your angle and really get a bigger bead out there, that sort of thing. Now when you get close to where you're wanting to stop, I'm not sure if you've seen that, camera guy. So I was squeezing here, and as I got close to where I wanted to stop, I just reach up with my thumb and I hit this release.
In this video, I'm going to show you a better way to save a partially used tube of caulking. The traditional way is to use a nail to plug the end of the nozzle. The problem with this method...
I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I do this. Or a screw. I like to do a screw. I'm guilty.
is if the caulking is stored for any long period of time, the tube dries out and makes the tube unusable. You will need a rubber band, plastic bag, cling wrap, or a piece of plastic. Take the plastic and wrap it on the end of the nozzle, leaving some room at the end.
Now please note, this is the first time I've ever seen this before. This technique is different. It does kind of work though. It's kind of like having the paint can, once you're done with the painting, like having it sealed, and then maybe put like a plastic or trash bag inside. I know it kind of sounds pretty bad what I'm trying to say, and put it upside down so like all the air doesn't escape. I mean, I'm sorry, it stays inside the paint can. But this is kind of like the same method, so nothing air comes in or whatnot and gets it hard and gets the whole tubing, bad, and you have to go buy another tubing. This is the way to save it. This is the way to save your caulking tube. So let's continue.
But squeezing out the air. Wrap the rubber band around the plastic. Squeeze some caulking into the plastic so it fills the void left at the end of the tip.
Okay.
Here I have a tube that has been stored for a few months.
Let's see the results. Let's see them results.
The plastic pulls off very easily still, even though it is dried out at the tip.
These are like good life hacks right here. This is a way to save your product and your caulking tube.
The tube of caulking is still as good as the day it was opened.
I hope you guys liked this short video I just made about the caulk and caulking gun and all the little tips and my reactions to it. So please like, subscribe, and comment if you want to. Anything at all. Tips, if you're a professional out there, if you're an amateur, if you learn something like I did, anything will help. So until then, guys, thank you. Bye.